Look at that. Hey, we've got a pretzel, guys. Hey, I'm excited. That's cute. It's cute. All right, we're gonna try it. Hey guys, Dave here, and I'm back, and I love bread, but keto is the way. The universe has been telling me that lately. Well, when I say universe, I mean YouTube, because every time I do a YouTube video that is keto, a bunch of you guys tune in to watch, which implies to me that I should do more keto videos. And then at that point, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, maybe I need to go on the keto diet because I'm blowing up like a balloon. So that's what I've decided to do, is I'm just gonna go on the keto diet and own this lifestyle for a bit. Maybe forever, who knows, we'll see. But of course, the one thing you lose out on going keto is bread, you know? So we have to find alternatives for that. And my thought was, okay, what exactly am I gonna be missing if I go keto, full keto, and commit to this thing? And I think the answer, you know, top 10 things I will miss is soft pretzels. It's up there. You know, bagels, I already did a video. Biscuits, I did a video about that. Biscuits, you know, they all taste good. I'm not great at making them look good. I seem to be good at making them taste good and similar to the real thing. And so I was like, well, I need to make a pretzel. I need to figure out a way to make a soft pretzel and waste some cheese. That would, you know, be a decent substitute for the normal soft pretzel, keto style, cottage cheese style. And that's what we're gonna do here today. And so, as always, I asked ChatGPT to come up with a recipe for a cottage cheese keto pretzel that's just like the real thing. Will it be like the real thing? Well, that's the fun of watching me. We never know until we actually do it. I have not tried this recipe. But what I am doing is I'm taking 2 cups of mozzarella cheese and 2 ounces of cream cheese and putting them in a bowl together. That's our first step, according to the AI. And so we're gonna see if it works out. We're supposed to melt this down for 30 seconds, like put it in the microwave, melt it, put it in the microwave. Anyways, we're supposed to do that. So that's what we're gonna do in a second here. I feel like before I do that though, even though I'm kind of going off, you know, the path, I think we should combine our dry ingredients first, because I'm afraid that once I melt the cheese, it might like harden up again. Probably not, but to be safe, I'm gonna get my dry ingredients. I was just on vacation. I went all over the East Coast, just relaxing and hanging out with the family, camping, stuff like that. And I just was eating fast food for like every meal. Not keto, I was just eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. We're gonna do 1.5 cups of almond flour into a bowl, separate bowl. And I just feel terrible. I feel terrible. Now for the last 2 days, I've been keto. You know, and I've never really super committed to the keto. I think I did once like 5 years ago, and I stopped because I had a stomach ache on it. But I was also fasting combined with the keto, so I think I was just overdoing it. So 1.5 cups of almond flour. But yeah, you can follow along and see if it works out as far as weight loss goes. See if I look smaller in future videos. 1 tablespoon of baking powder goes in here. Is that right? Yes, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Hopefully it does. But I do feel like if I'm gonna try to be successful at this, I have to find substitutions for my favorite foods. And that's why, you know, I've already figured out a bagel, although I still haven't really figured out how to master it's like getting it to rise properly, but it did taste good and like a bagel. So, and you know, I can put cream cheese on it, so that works. I just put 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum in there. That's kind of like gonna help it get elastic, which is what you want for a pretzel. You want like an elasticy thing. I'm not sure if this is gonna work out, guys. I am not a professional cook. And normally this is where I would say, I just am a guy who likes to cook for his family, but I'm not sure they'd like this food, so maybe I'm just cooking this for me. But I will say, you know, I told my youngest daughter, Callie, I was making this today, and she said to save her a pretzel, so she's kind of excited. She loves soft pretzels. 1/2 teaspoon of salt goes in there to help it rise, hopefully, and then we're gonna whisk that together. And when I say whisk, I mean fork, because I don't know where my whisk is, but you get the idea, guys. As I said, non-professional. So stir that all up, and then after that, we can start melting our cheese. I don't know why I'm using such small bowls. I just like to do things on hard mode. Hey, I got a new shirt. Check this out. It says Cooking with Dave. Right there, isn't that cool? I want to get an apron thingy that says Cooking with Dave. That'd be cool. Everyone makes fun of this apron and says I look like a car mechanic, but I like it because it's got the little hole thing for my microphone, which is pretty cool. Nerd alert. You know, my dad had pencil protectors growing up, you know, so it's in the blood. So I'm concerned about my bowl size. I might upgrade the size of this bowl because that stuff's gonna have to go in with this stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna do this big blue bowl. All right, now that we've got our dry ingredients, I'm gonna throw, ooh, the oven just beeped. It's preheated to 400. Throw this in the microwave and start melting this down. So this is what it looks like after 30 seconds. So I just gotta keep putting it in for 30-second intervals until it's all melted. So I'll be back after that's done. All right, so it's like 1.5 minutes, and this is the consistency at this point, which is pretty darned melted, if you ask me. It's very hot too. So we're gonna add that in. I hope this works, guys. I have no idea if it will, but I hope it works. We're gonna add, you can hear the coffee machine going. That's not my stomach, even though it may sound like it. A cup of cottage cheese goes in there too, like so. And then we mix this all together and hopefully this works out. I don't know, we'll see. It says you might need to use your hands to incorporate it, so maybe I'll just skip to that part. This is weird, guys. This is weird. I want to form a dough by kneading this with our hands, and so that's what we're trying to do. And I'm just kind of squeezing it through my fingers, hoping this works out. 50-50 chance when I cook. I want to make sure it's really mixed up. You know what? It's starting to work. It's starting to get in there. These little cottage cheese balls. I guess we could have ground up. You know what? It kind of feels like a dough, guys. Now we need to add 1 egg to the mix, which my hands are filthy, but I'm gonna just add it in like so. Make sure I don't get any shells in there. And then just keep using my hands to mix it together even more into a dough. Oh, now it's starting to really feel doughy, but it's not really feeling elasticy, which it felt like that before the egg, but the egg is taking away some of the elasticity, seems like. Now I've got this pan that I'm gonna spray. Now someone said don't spray it over the floor because then you might slip, so that's a good point. I'll just do this action. There we go, it's sprayed. We're gonna try to shape a pretzel out of this thing. It's an easy recipe. If it works, it's an easy recipe that you guys could easily recreate at home. So we just take a little bit of the dough, we're supposed to roll it into like, I don't know, like a snake kind of thing. Oh, well, that's not supposed to happen. It's okay, it's okay. Kind of looks like a poo. I'm so professional, guys. I feel like it's gonna fall again. Don't fall, don't fall. All right, so how do you make a pretzel? You gotta like roll it into a circle. I want this to be a little bit thinner, so I'm just gonna squeeze it down to the thinness I desire. I feel like this rolling thing is gonna make it fall apart again. But you know what, honestly, compared to other like keto doughs I've made, this is pretty darn elasticy. Okay, and then you do, oh crap, stay together. This kind of thing, right? Okay, so that's not terrible. That's not great, but it's not terrible. So you basically wanna do that and make yourself some pretzels out of the dough. Now, if this tastes good and looks like a pretzel, tastes like a pretzel, feels like a pretzel, and we're gonna have a winning recipe here. Every now and then, we succeed. I have 2 recipes with the videos fully edited that I have not released yet. Oh no, it really does look a lot like, you know, when Molly goes on a walk. You're not supposed to talk about that sort of stuff when cooking, guys. That's very rude and inappropriate. I'm sorry. But yeah, I have 2 recipe videos that are completely done and edited. I haven't released because they're not keto, and it seems like you guys just want the keto recipes. I should release them at some time. One's Korean garlic bread, and what's the other one? I can't recall. I'm making pretzels, but I'm nervous. Like I feel I could make them a little thinner, maybe. Let me try to make one thinner. What is the other one? Oh, it's like a cheesy chicken bake. I was craving a cheap chicken dinner. Oops. All right, the rolling thing is not always perfect. All right, let me get these finished and we'll move on to the next step. But so far, so good, guys. If you like this, make sure you subscribe. This is what I do here. If you hate this, and this is embarrassing and super, what did someone say recently? They said, I've never been that anxious watching a cooking video before. I won't be back. If that's you, well, you're probably already gone. So it's probably not you. Welcome. Wait, are they supposed to touch? They're kind of supposed to touch, aren't they? Well, Tina says they kind of look more like a heart than a pretzel, but we're doing our best. Not a professional baker. She said they look fine. So there they are, my pretzels. That one doesn't really quite look right. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we cook them. Let me wash my hands. All right, guys, so I've got my 5 pretzels. They're not perfect, but they're pretty cool looking. We're gonna take some butter and just kind of douse them in the butter. And then we're gonna put some salt on them because, hey, they're pretzels. And we want to get that Auntie Anne style deliciosity if we can. Trademark, maybe. This middle one's a little bigger than the rest. I have this idea, guys. I have a love for theme parks. If you didn't know that, maybe you don't, follow me and didn't know that, but I do love theme parks. I have another channel that's, me going to theme parks, me and my family and stuff like that. And it's kind of dead just because I've been to a lot of the close theme parks and I couldn't really think of any ideas of what to do in the videos. But I had this thought, if I'm gonna be going keto and I love theme parks, I need to figure out what I can eat in the theme parks. So I might do a series of videos over there that's like, what to eat on keto at Universal Studios, what to eat on keto at Walt Disney World, like that sort of stuff. So I'm thinking about doing that. I have a link to it, to that other channel on my YouTube page, but it's called Dave's Destinations, and it's my, my adorable face in the thumbnail, guys. Hey. So you can't really miss it. So subscribe to that if that sounds interesting to you. I'm gonna try to do one of those videos here in the next couple weeks if I have time. It's just, midsummer, so it's hot. and Stormy down in Florida. Butter, salt, and then it's gonna go in the oven. And if this works, then my goodness, what an easy recipe. And when it comes out, I can break down the macros for you, kind of where we're at keto-wise, tell you the carbs and all that protein and all that other stuff. So, all right, this might be too much salt. I don't know. I'm assaulting them. All right, in the oven, 400 degrees, 12 to 15 minutes. All right, so it's been 13 minutes. It said 12 to 15. I'm thinking they might be done. I have not even looked yet. I think they could go a little longer. Let's try for like 2 more minutes. All right, guys, here be our keto pretzels. You know what? They look pretty good. I will say I should have left bigger gaps here. I didn't realize they'd kind of squish down and turn into, I don't know, little, I don't know. I asked ChatGPT, how do I know they're done? It said golden brown and the internal temp should be at least 190. So I'm gonna use my little instant read thermometer. I should put a link to these. They're always useful. There you go, 197, 200. So yeah, I'd say that's done. I'll put a link in the products to one of those Javelin thermometers. They're really handy to have. So it says to let them sit for like 2-3 minutes before eating. Hopefully these are delicious, but they look pretty good. Pretty okay for me, you know, and how I cook. Pretty proud of what I've got here, which, you know, it doesn't take much. Also grabbed some mustard, some Dijon. It's like a dipping sauce, 0 carbs on the mustard. So that'll be good. I'll be back in just a minute. My mouth's already watering, get pumped. Okay, so I've let these cool for like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Let me get a spatula and see if they actually can like hold together. That's my concern. Look at that. Hey, we've got a pretzel, guys. Hey, I'm excited. That's cute. It's cute. All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna give it a little taste-a-roo and see if you guys should make these at home. It's pretty good. It's pretty pretzel-y. Now let's try a little mustard with it. Got my paper plate. Why waste the dish? Although I guess I'm wasting the paper plate now. Whatever, it's fine. You know what? I feel like I'm eating a pretzel. Great success today, guys. Great success. Every now and then I succeed. This is a success. It's something you should make. It's really easy, and you can, you know, fill the pretzel-shaped hole in your heart. Now, for macros, if you did 5 even pretzels, even size, I didn't. This one's huge, and the other ones are small. But if you actually broke up the dough into 5 even pieces and then spread the macros out, you would get 400-ish, 425 calories per pretzel. You would get 9 carbs. It says on ChatGPT, you know, my carbs I get from ChatGPT, I can't guarantee they're perfect, but, you know, look at your labels, make sure you double check them. It says net carbs, there's only 6 per pretzel, and one pretzel is pretty big, pretty filling. It could be like a whole meal. 3.6 fiber per pretzel, and about 30 grams of fat. So you're talking 6 net carbs, 30 grams of fat per pretzel, and it's like pretty filling and satiating. So I would totally say go for these. We're gonna end this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe if you did. We got keto pretzels. Yeah, you know what you could do? You could do a Parmesan garlic version where you put some like minced garlic and some parm on it. That would probably also be delicious. I recommend you try that too. No cinnamon sugar though. That's against the rules.